Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, Just Lovely. Listen, y'all. A bitch tag. I decided that I would go live because I have had the opportunity. What is that? Oh, that's me. Oh, it gave me a notification that I was live. All right, so I know y'all hoes got the notification. All right, y'all. So listen, I know it's been quite some time since I've been live. And y'all, I figured out today that I'm a natural born weirdo. Okay. What the guy named KK Jador? I think that's his name. KK Jador. KK Jador. Yeah. Y'all know the guy who met up with I'm moving around too. The guy who met up with Brooke and Malik. I'm listening to, people do, they questioning him. I don't know. He admitted that he did some weird ass shit yesterday when he met up with them. But besides that, they really digging into him. They like, so you drive 45 minutes to go get some crab cakes? I just think that is so weird that you drove all that way to go with them to meet them for some crab cakes. You don't even really know him. You don't even, I'm like, oh girl, bitch, you a weirdo. You a weirdo. I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, you a weirdo. Do you know how many times I have met up with people that I've met on YouTube? Yet alone other platforms. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking weirdo. I just realized today that I am a motherfucking weirdo. Baby, do you know how many motherfuckers I have met on social media? But what took me out was, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm cooking. Y'all gonna hear a whole lot of beating on, the skillet. And yeah, you gonna hear the water boiling. I got my oven on. I'm making me some baked spaghetti. And I am making a salad and grilled, what is it? Texas toast. Yeah. But I'm here. Now listen, y'all. A bitch realized that I was a weirdo. And it depends on where you are in this world, what city you're in this world. Of course, a lot of you may know that I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I drive 45 minutes to go to some of my favorite places. I sure do. This guy said that he wanted to, it was his birthday. It was his fucking birthday. And he decided that he wanted some crab cakes from Timbuktu. So I guess they don't have one of those in Washington, D.C. He decided that he was going to go up to Baltimore. Who's in Baltimore? You got Brooke and Malik in Baltimore. He decided that he wanted to meet up with Brooke and Malik because they're in Baltimore. I'm going to Timbuktu to have me some crab cakes because it's my birthday weekend and I'm gonna treat myself to me some crab cakes. I think that's how that went. But I think it went left when he asked Malik something about his sex life with his wife. And I must admit, y'all, now that was some weirdo shit. But the man said he was drunk, or he was a little bit drunk, and he apologized to them for his behavior. And I guess for me, when I'm in the clouds, a lot of times I'm just listening to the content. That's why I don't drop down. And I'm just listening to the content. But you have some content creators who will actually read the comments for your cloud watchers. And I appreciate that too. I really do. And thank you to the two people that's watching me. Or I'm sorry, four now that's watching me and have not even dropped down. Did your motherfuckers like the goddamn video? I see I'm gonna have to be like some of these other bitches around here and force my way through life on you. Hey, Lindsay. I'm gonna have to force my way. Do y'all know that when I'm working and I'm listening to YouTube, I be like, God damn, this bitch ruder than a motherfucker. Listen to how she demanding these motherfucking cash outs. Oh yeah, by the way, you can cash out a bitch at $ just lovely 414. That's my birthday, okay? But bitch, I realized I was a motherfucking weirdo. I'm sitting up here listening to what's her name? I guess hey Miss B. Listen, y'all. What's her name? Sincere Saida. I think that, and then they over on Very Carey. Baby, when I tell y'all I don't watch Very Carey early this morning, went out to get me some little supplies for my dinner that I'm making me a baked spaghetti and a Caesar salad with some Texas toast. And yeah, so when I came home from there, cause you know it's 199 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia, I took me a nap. When I woke up and from my nap, I said, God damn, Vera Carey still alive. But no, she went and looked at videos that people suggested that she go look at. I know that on the first live she did, they was talking about the Malik guy, the guy who went to visit. You know, he went out to eat with Malik and Brooke. Girl, why you couldn't think of her name? But Malik and Brooke. So she, they asking her about that. So they gave her time stamps and videos to go watch. So she went and watched those videos and she came back and went live to talk about the things that she had went and saw on the videos. All right. But now when I had oh yes, I love baked spaghetti. I like the cheesiness of it. And it's a shorter way of making the dude is actually over on Very Carey Live right now, and he is explaining himself to Very Carey and Sincere Saida. And basically, he was like, "Hell, I was drunk. I didn't know that I had asked this man about his sexual escapades with his wife, but I sincerely apologized." And then they were like, "But you were in Brooks' chat trying to click the link. They said that you had followed them out of the restaurant trying to flag them down." But he said he was just so drunk. Yeah, bitch, I ain't been to motherfucking. Did they go to TGI Fridays or Applebee's? I ain't been to one of them in a very long time. Um, I might want to go to one of them because I be seeing the little commercials and stuff about the little the deals that they be having. I remember we had turned 1 hour Applebee's to a whole club, baby. We, we was a whole club. We used to go to Applebee's. You say I don't believe him. He needs more people. But anyway, they went to one of them. So his whole thing was he drove 45 minutes from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore to go to Timbuktu for some crab cakes. It's his birthday weekend. But what made me feel like, damn, am I a weirdo? Because they was trying to make it seem like the man was a weirdo because he drove 45 minutes. And I'm like, damn. Oh, yeah, y'all. The bitch got her rights and privileges. Yes, girl. We turned that bitch to a nightclub. You hear me? But a bitch got her whole fucking privileges to drive again. A bitch could drive again. So, okay, I live in Atlanta, GA. A lot of people know that Atlanta spans. We don't only have one spaghetti junction. Now we have two spaghetti junctions. They're still building on the second one, but we now have two spaghetti junctions. Thank you, Miss B. I appreciate that. So I hope that his birthday isn't today. I shared it with enough. You know what? When I was over at J Dunn and she was talking about her 19th birthday, and that made me think about the time that, baby, birthdays could be weird ass situations. Thank you, Lanty. They could be weird ass situations anyway, simply because you do a whole lot of dangerous shit on your fucking birthday. And basically, Jadon was talking about her birthday. What she did wasn't dangerous, but she was like, that was the last birthday that she had before her mother passed away. And they was without power because the storm. And basically, she was talking about how her aunt came over with a little Debbie Brownie, stuck a damn candle in that bitch, and said happy birthday. And I thought that was really, that was real nice. But I asked Jadon, I said, Jadon, have you ever went in Google or perhaps even looked at some type of, well, nowadays we would Google it. But when I was young, I used to always want to know what events took place on my actual birthday. And it used to trip me out because I used to be like, God damn, the motherfucking Titanic sunk on April the 14th. Child, you doomed. Now, the only thing I think that saved me is the fact that I was born on Easter Sunday. So, you come with the good and the bad. But yeah, the man was out there celebrating his birthday, and he decided he wanted him some good crab cakes. So he was gonna go to Timbuktu, which is in Baltimore. So, I mean, this is coming from him. I don't actually know this. It's been so long since I have been. I didn't even understand where Philadelphia came from. Because I was like, now why the fuck would he drive all the way from Philly to Baltimore for his birthday? She said, I got a birthday card for my 50th birthday that tells me everything. Okay, see? I'm just that I'm not see I'm a weirdo when it comes to shit like that. Cause I be wanting to know. I don't know. I just be wanting to know. Yeah. No, yeah, he said DC, but some kind of way. He was talking about, oh, I know what it was. He ended up, yeah, girl. He ended up at TGI Friday. Now, what it was is what made me say that I'm a weirdo is because the way that the content creators that was on the panel with him, when he said, oh yeah, I met several YouTubers before. I met several people off of YouTube before. I went to Philadelphia. The only difference was in Philadelphia that we wasn't live. He said, except for when we went to the stadium. He said that was his birthday weekend too. Baby, shit, you want to have memories when you do your birthday shit. And I get it. I get it. So I guess, that was his memory last year. He went to Philadelphia and he visited with some people off of YouTube. I forgot exactly what he said they did. But yeah, he did that for his birthday. And I'm like, damn, bitch, you is because the way they were reacting, the way that they were reacting, they must have a different menu because I wouldn't have went. I don't know if I don't think they had got crab cakes. Cause what I heard was he was dipping his wing in Malik's spinach. Yeah, that's what it is. He was dipping his wings in Malik's spinach dip. And I was like, you know what? TGI Friday, baby, they used to have some good ass spinach dip. You know, it take a goofy bitch like me to remember those type things. Now, I'm like, oh my God, girl, you was a weirdo. Because they were like, so why would you drive? Why would you drive all the way from DC to Baltimore? And he was like, it's just a 45-minute drive. He said, hell, I drive farther than that for my to go to work. So they were like, you know, I drive that for some money. But to me, he would have been with baby, would he? How the fuck you gonna play in my motherfucking plate, bitch? But they were like, I drive that for my money, but I don't think that I would drive that far to just meet some random person off of YouTube. And I'm like, what part of this are y'all not understanding? This man said that he went to Baltimore to go to Timbuktu. Now, I guess Malik and well, he was only supposed to even meet up with Malik. He Brooke wasn't even supposed to be there. Brooke wasn't even supposed to be there. Yesterday when I was listening to I think Pizarro's panel, child, they were pills had done hit Pizarro panel. It seemed like he should have drove the whole goddamn 12 hours to go from Vegas to Baltimore because it seemed like he was hating a little bit. I'm just saying, like, girl, y'all need to go listen to that if y'all was over there. Cause I was like, Pills, what the fuck is wrong with you? And see, yesterday I was at a family cookout. My cousin had a pool in his backyard, and we was just there at the letting the kids swim around in the pool, playing spades, and having us a real good motherfucking time. But am I a motherfucking weirdo? Because I think I done met with I done met up with quite a few YouTubers. And then I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I even had the intentions of going to Baltimore myself to meet up with one of my moderators. Mhm. One of my moderators. I met this moderator over in the craft sector, and I have the intentions of going to Baltimore. I'm gonna go right on past Sean's house, and I'm gonna meet up with my motherfucking moderator. Sure is. And I'm like, damn. Okay, another thing I saw. You said I was sick on the couch. Just wait, I was on the couch sick, just like, baby. I hope you feel better. Lynn T, I hope you. Lynn T, when we were just over in J Don chat, I was like, I was saying to myself, I'm gonna get on a flight and I'm going to go. If I ain't mistaken, I think you up in, I ain't gonna say the city, but I'm gonna say you in the Northwest region. I was even thinking about going and catching a flight to the Northwest region just so I could meet Lynn T. Am I a weirdo? I think I'm a weirdo, y'all. I know she gotta get well soon. I think I'm a serious ass motherfucking weirdo. Y'all know I don't went and met. Oh girl, I feel like that too. That's why I got me a NyQuil. And I think tonight I'm gonna take that NyQuil. But y'all, I don't went and met Joyce. Y'all know Joyce, the makeup person in the beauty sector. I don't went. I think I drove. I think I drove. I think I drove a good 45 minutes to meet Joyce. Look, this motherfucker say she you a weirdo too, man. I know, Miss B, girl. It was just a, oh, yeah, girl. Cause J Don, you in the building? Okay. Am I a weirdo? Cause I don't bet J Don in real life. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking weirdo. You hear me? She ain't bite me. She ain't bite me, girl. She ain't bite me. She didn't even bite me. She had her baby. She had a little baby with her though. She ain't bite me, girl. So yeah, I done did that. I done met quite a few people off of social media. And the questions that they were asking this guy, it made me really, really take a step back and be like, damn, why they interrogate him? And then he is doing a whole lot of explaining. Like, you don't have to explain to these people. You wanted to go to Timbuktu, end it up at TGI Fridays, ask Malik about the sexual escapades with Brooke. Out of everything, I think that was the weirdest part of this whole thing. What the fuck you asking the man about his wife's shit for? You know what I'm saying? Why you asking? Don't be asking that man about him and his wife's sexual escapades. Now that was some weirdo shit right there. I go for that one. All right. So okay, they do that. So then everybody been talking about goddamn Rico. Listen, y'all, I don't want to watch Rico goddamn body slam no motherfucking puppy. I don't. Even with Snow Bella, I didn't want to go see that bullshit. I never went to go see that. So I am I a weirdo? Cause I'm not gonna put it in my power to go see Rico fuck up a motherfucking dog. I can't even look at shit like that. So now, I ain't gonna go look at that. Now, when I was over at Barry Carey, when I was over at J Don's channel, I kept saying to myself, like, girl, I kept saying to myself, like, damn, I don't know what I kept saying to him. Oh, I kept saying in the chat because Jay Don kept saying, all right, y'all, this has been a very productive live, and I am going to end it right here, but she would never end it. Somebody say something in the chat to where she would, keep talking. But when she say she's going to end the live, I would say things like, all right, then, y'all, I'm finna go back over here and look at the fight. I got to go back to the fight. Because, baby, when I tell y'all they was up on goddamn Barry Caroline scrapping, baby, they was over there scrapping. Baby, that goddamn, what's her name? Oh, my God, I ain't never heard a silly sounding bitch like this a day of my life. But it was that goddamn, what's her name? Powell, who be over there with Jay Wilson. Girl, when I tell you that was over there calling that lady all kind of ball, Catherine Powell. That's her name. They were calling Catherine Powell all kind of bald headed bitches. Hold on, I need my scream. Hold on. Baby, they were calling Catherine all kind of bald headed bitches. And I was like, what the fuck? Because, see, I kept in and out. I kept going in and I kept coming back. So when I had came back, I had kind of fast forward because if you on a live video, sometimes it will just leave you where you left off at. And when you come back, I kind of went forward, but I seen that she had a panel. So I was like, oh, I wonder what they were talking about on the panel. So I had went back and I seen goddamn that goddamn Catherine Powell. Then it's a crime shame. I do not remember who. Damn. Who was the other person up there? Because you know how, see how on my thing, you don't have, they be doing that at Lemons too. You see how on my thing, it don't tell y'all my name. I need to see how I can change that up. Let me see. Style. Let me do it like that. do it like that. Oh no, that ain't it. All right, we're gonna leave it right there. But they be, hold on. I guess, but like if I had a panel, by my name not being up under me, I really can't tell who is actually up there. I can't tell. So basically, I couldn't tell, but I knew it was Catherine Powell because they kept talking about bald head bitch, and then they were saying how she kept. This was her claim to fame. Her claim to fame was y'all bitches just mad because y'all blocked in Jay Wilson chat. Who give a fuck about being blocked in Jay Wilson chat? And then so Ronnie Q must have been in the chat because Ronnie Q was saying whatever she was saying in the chat, and she was like cussing Ronnie Q out from the panel to the chat. So Ronnie Q hit the link, and she was just like, "You bald headed bitch. You this, you that. You bald headed bitch. You barren bitch. You just mad because you can't have no children. And you just mad because you can't type in Jay Wilson chat." I'm like, bitch, why the fuck you talk about Jay Wilson? This lady just called you a bald headed bitch. Why the fuck, girl? And I'm so sick of the barren comments. This is where I agree with Ronnie Q. Some people make a decision not to have children, and I just so happen to be one of those people. I decided that I wasn't in a stable situation for me to bring another. See, like, I don't get why Rico got these motherfucking dogs. Like, Rico, why in the fuck do you have a dog? You can't even feed your motherfucking self. So why in the hell you got a motherfucking dog? Now, situations ain't been so bad to where I couldn't feed no child, but I just didn't want to have no child by, the ex. I didn't want to have no child by him because I felt like the ex was unpredictable in the things that he do. And simply that's what it is. Unpredictable, predict, he was just unmotherfucking predictable. And basically, what the fuck I feel like I need to be bringing a child in this world with you unpredictable ass motherfucker you. That's all that was. That's all that was. Now, a lot of time when they be talking, dogs are very expensive. Ask me about Sophie. But a lot of times when they go to talking about bearing and all that bullshit, I be like, a lot of y'all bitches should be bearing because if you really ask me the truth about a lot of this shit, a lot of y'all shouldn't have kids because y'all barely escape by with the shit y'all got down doing. Now, Jadon, you were wronger than a motherfucker today. With it, Jadon, I learned how to do the goddamn polls in her chat, y'all. And Jadon poll was, who is the better parent? Child. Jadon had Rico and motherfucking up. I ain't even do that poll because I ain't got no. I didn't have anything that I could add to that poll because honestly, I don't feel like neither of them make the cut. Like, Rico, what the fuck you doing with a dog? Not only is you beating the shit out the damn dog, but you can't even take care of the motherfucker. I guess y'all gonna be eating dog food together here. I don't know. I'm back, y'all. I had to walk away. I guess y'all gonna be eating dog food together. Shit. I don't motherfucking know. But mm-mm. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. Y'all crazy. But when J Don had, I came in there and seen that goddamn pole. I like, I ain't finna answer this goddamn shit. I could see she had like a parent. Now, one thing I ain't gonna say, I'm not gonna say that uppity is a horrible, horrible parent. One thing I can say about uppity is gonna use that child to her advantage. You just hang on me, baby. I wouldn't let him baby. You right. I wouldn't let him babysit my beta. Not my beta, bitch. He can't even babysit my beta. Mm-mm. Baby, by the time I come back, he been on fried. That bitch is some grease. And him and the dog will have a good damn meal. You hear me? They would have had a good meal. Him and the dog would be feasting on my goddamn beta. Cause how in the fuck can you afford a damn dog? I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. Oh God. These people, I swear. All right. So then the other night, I had done, took my little bath. I said, okay, y'all, I've been looking at a whole bunch of free movies on YouTube. Come to find out, these are movies that my grandmama used to look at on the Hallmark channel and on Lifestyle. What is it? No, Lifetime. Cause how I know that is because in the bottom left hand corner it'll say Hallmark or Lifetime. That's how I know. And I used to be like, what in the hell? She's so mad, girl. My grandma called me and say, my Hallmark not working. You need to call them people. Tell them people my Hallmark ain't working. Oh, these motherfuckers get on my nerve. They don't want to work right. They'll take my motherfucking money, but they don't want to make sure my shit working. That's my grandmama, y'all. I'm not lying. I ain't got to make this shit up. That's how Maggie Marie was. Maggie Marie will call and you can't even say nothing because at the whole time she is cussing the hell out of her provider, her cable provider. She cussing them the fuck out about Hallmark not working. So I had looked at this movie the other day and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so Hallmark out. A lot of the stories be the Hallmark movies, they be either very sad or they be so good to where they might make you shed a little smile, a little teensy weensy tear, okay? They might make you, oh God. That's how good they movies, the movie plot line be like we got to get over this hurdle, and finally they get over the hurdle, and it just kind of pull out a little tear. So I had been watching them movies, right? I've been watching them type of movies. So the other night I was like, I'm so sick and tired of these goddamn movies. Let me go and see who else live on YouTube. One thing I can say is if you really want to change your algorithm, the only thing you have to do is be consistent on watching certain things. I realized on my timeline, that's all that'll pop up. Movies, 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 movies. I had to actually go search for Lemon. I had to go search for Lemon. You said my mama had me watching that. Girl, I'm telling you, I be like, oh my God. Oh, can she please get through this? And crime, my true crime shit. I done seen this girl, her name is, I think she called herself Brett something. Brett something, I can tell you that. And I realized the other day she talked about a lot of her videos are kids, kids killing parents, and like young adults killing each other. Of course, they don't look like me and you. I'm telling y'all, they don't. They don't look like me and you. She did this one case with the abduction of one of, you know, a black American little girl. She did that. And that touched me a little bit. Cause this motherfucker, the way he tried to lie his way up out of that, I was like, you motherfucker, you nasty bitch, you. Okay. Facts, my timeline is all true crime dogs and not dogs and lions. Oh my. But shit, you right. That shit would change your algorithm. I had to actually go and look for goddamn lemon. When I found lemon, girl, they was over there tearing up that motherfucker, baby. When I tell you, they was over there tearing that bitch down to the ground. And basically, they kept like Sour Patch would be up on the panel, cuss her a few bitches out, drop. I think that Lori stayed up there for the full fight, but it will be Lori, then the whole beans and cornbread person. Baby, she couldn't win. She just had win. Oh, baby, they had beans. They had that motherfucker up there trying to explain life and how life should be. And this the only way that this will be a happy occasion type shit. And I'm like, damn, y'all tripping hard. Y'all are still in here because I have to do two spaghettis. I have to do a turkey. Well, that turkey is just that. It's just spaghetti. But I like ground beef in mine. You love lion documentaries. Do they be killing? I don't want to see that. But yeah, I'm on my beef. I'm on my beef. I'm on my beef. But y'all, when I tell you that they was over there tan lemon shit up. But what got me the most was I can't necessarily say whether or not people really don't understand Discord or they do understand Discord. I am in a Discord group, y'all. I am. I admit I am in a Discord group. And in this group, we ain't necessarily looking at movies, but we be looking at certain content. And when we be looking at certain content, I'll tell y'all the God honest truth. I done fell the fuck asleep and woke up the next morning and my fucking ass still in there in the Discord. So I kind of understood where they were coming from. But Pizarro tried to make it seem like that was the weirdest shit ever. See, I think the difference between Discord and you being on a panel is that if once you close down your live, then that's it. It's nothing to actually close down in a Discord. The shit that I was hearing on over on Pizarro panel was like, do y'all be getting naked? Bitch, what? Get naked? Yeah, girl, it's deep. That's deep. But the whole thing was like, do y'all be getting naked? I can definitely see, okay, I might end my night off in Discord and not in the chat area, but in another area. I don't know what they call it, but you can actually look at movies, listen to music, chat with one another. You can actually you can mute and unmute yourself, and you can have a conversation with over how many people in your Discord. I am in a Discord group like that. And believe it or not, y'all, it's a paper crafting group. It's an AI group. If y'all can see my face. But yeah, it's an AI group, and we be over there, and everybody unmute talk. We might have some little music playing and shit, and we just talking about what we gonna create next. And hi, Tisa. Oh, Tisa, I am so jealous of them puppies. But guess what? I don't even want them. I just think they so cute. Sophie is my love, but I think after Sophie, I'm not getting any more puppies. And I'm not getting any more puppies. I think that the only reason why I got Sophie is because my mother grew she bred Yorkies. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get some more spaghetti noodles. She bred Yorkies. And after her last dog left, majority of the people who worked at Delta with me, majority of their puppies was from Junior. Majority. And I went back to one of the people who had a puppy from Junior, who I sold Junior to, and I got one of their puppies from the last litter my mom had before she passed away. I got one of their puppies just so I could continue it on. But unfortunately, Sophie only was 6 ounces when she was 5 months. And my veterinarian was like, get her fixed because she's too small. And Sophie is still only 4 pounds, and she's 7. Okay, but that's beside the point. But welcome, Cecil, welcome. But yeah, yeah, I'm in a and so yesterday I was listening. Was it yesterday? It was one day I was listening to Pizarro, and I was like, sometimes when you don't actually know what's going on, your opinion is unwarranted. Because if you don't know what's going on, you should just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because the questions that they were asking the people about, oh, those your first puppies? Oh, girl, we had dogs. Baby, when I tell y'all Junior was busy, Junior was busy. I think about at least 40 people from Delta Airlines have a puppy by Junior that they, and then they don't rebred them. And they certified. So yeah, they rebred they puppies from Junior with somebody else out they know. But yeah, y'all, I'm out of noodles. I can't believe this. I'm out of noodles, and I don't put them in with that damn nasty ass turkey meat. Ugh. But yeah. But that's my whole thing. If you don't actually know the difference, every platform that we on is not the same as it's not the same as how the YouTube panel go. I can go on my StreamYard and go live on Facebook and it'll look totally different because it's a different platform. They so cute. They are. And then she's just a fashion, she's just a fashion icon herself. Like, I be looking at them little pictures she be posting. I'm sorry, I thumbs up more often. I will. Yeah, she be over there styling, baby. I wasn't a dog type of girl. I started watching Rich. See, that's where Lynn T at. Before you know it, Lynn T gonna have some. Cause she say she on the watching youth true crime, dog and lion videos on YouTube. So yeah, she gonna be watching them rescue. And then y'all, I don't know. I'm at a point when it comes to YouTube that I feel like everybody's opinion is not warranted. I do. That's just she watched the Lions too. Lynn, are they killing on them videos? I'm that's the only thing I want to see them killing. But y'all got me interested now in these damn lions. Yes, mm, you're a Leo though. I mean, you. Lynn, when your birthday? She said, I love the big cats. Okay. Lynn, you're a Cancer. When your birthday? Today? Man, I didn't. You know what? You mentioned. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch on to that. If Lynn, we got 5 people watching. Lynn gonna drop her cash app. If you would like to, you know, give Lynn something for her birthday, that would be so great. Happy birthday, Lynn T. I got you on the back end. She said each female know their role in the pack. Wow. Hey, Miss Cherry Moon. Lindsay, if you want to drop your cash app in the chat, good. I want y'all to please help give Lynn something for her birthday. That's my girl. And once I get off this live, I got you. Cause Lynn, you out. I don't give a fuck. She said, "Why didn't you tell me?" See, Lynn, why you ain't tell Jay? She said, "No, I'm good, sis." Well, no, motherfucker, you better not return mine. I know that. But damn, happy birthday, Lynn T. Okay, so you are the fifth. Okay, I got you. I got you now. I'm gonna put you down on my calendar for the fifth. Yeah, you got the flu. Y'all pray for Lynn to get well soon. She has the flu. And I know how it feels not to feel good. And lately I've been having like this little aggravating feeling too. So I got me a little night quill last night. My intentions is to take the night quill tonight. And yeah, y'all, yesterday I felt like I got pregnant by one of these low down baby daddies too. I don't know what it was. All day yesterday, I was at work yesterday and I just felt sick all day to the point when I got off work and we went to our 4th of July little. I don't really celebrate the 4th of July. The only time, uh-oh, the only time the 4th of, I'm sorry, I dropped y'all on y'all head. The only time the 4th of July is a celebration for me is because it was my great grandparents' anniversary. They got married on July 4th. I don't know what year, but they got married on July 4th. So we usually have like a big cookout and celebration because it's the 4th of July, of course, but it's their anniversary. Most people are, they don't work on that day. So, and most people have, cookouts and barbecues and stuff like that. So that's how we will always celebrate them. I never looked at it as a celebration for the United States of America because I'd be so sick and tired of people talking about America because North America is comprised of several countries. But this yesterday we had this thing. Y'all know I love a little tequila every now and again. And I didn't even partake because I didn't feel good. I got me some Pepto. Oh, that shit's so nasty. Some Pepto Bismol. And I got me a little NyQuil. Last night I took that Pepto. And tonight I think I'm gonna take that NyQuil. And yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Y'all, I think that I don't know. I've been looking at the beef sector, and for some reason, I have been. Oh, now, Jay Dunn, this is what I was saying in your chat. And I may be off a little bit because I wasn't really there for the live or whatever. I just heard people talking about it, and then I saw Cole do the live where he was actually playing the replay of the live, and at the same time he kept on saying, okay, so I felt like I was being intimidated to actually do these, and he was directing his conversation to the school board, Arizona school board. I thought that was a very intelligent thing to do simply because if I'm not mistaken, this person was threatening their job. They was threatening his job. So if I might as well get on top of this right now. I'm gonna go through this live stream. I'm gonna show everybody who she said that I have to cash out, and he kept trying to make it seem as though he had been intimidated to do these things. So I felt like that was a very smart move. And he had it on members on it. Of course, I'm not a member because I can't be a member for some reason. But I definitely saw I saw how he was playing it. Now, a lot of people call it backbiting, a lot of people, but I kind of understand if somebody is saying that they're going to be contacting my job and telling them all the stuff that I be talking about on YouTube, and now I have them because they're telling me I need to cash out Jay Wilson, and in the comments say, "Where's Mark?" And child, all of that. Now, I agree with you when you say that neither one of them are beef septum. I agree with you with that. You said, child, they'll celebrate me. The hell in the wrist. I can't see. Oh, you said the hell with the wrist. Okay, I got you. But yeah, that's what I was saying, Jay Don. She said, I don't know, after the last year of getting into the accident and surviving, I'm not interested in the B sector. I give myself 30 minutes top looking in, but I'd rather watch something more uplifting. And I must agree. I do. Majority, I support who I support. I haven't had any need for the bullshit. I haven't needed to. And Tisa, what accident? It's a lot of things that I miss when it comes to. Get away from me. Get away from me, little helpful. Y'all, see, I done came downstairs with Sophie. I have. But I'm gonna tell you this: those puppies gonna bring you a whole lot of enjoyment, Tisa. Um, the last dog my mom had when she passed away, he didn't want anything to do with me. I understand that it was a whole idea of my mom had left. He didn't want nothing to do with me. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm grateful you survived too. Same. I'm not gonna say a similar thing happened. It's just that I just got my driver's license back because I was having seizures, and basically I end up in a damn gutter. I end up in a, I ran off the side of the road and end up in a gutter. And Sophie was in the car with me, and I had a seizure, and they calibrated my medication to the point to where I haven't had one since Halloween. So I know how that is, and I'm happy for you to, rebuild. I got suffered from rebuilding too. Simply because like I said, I gave Junior to one of my coworkers from Delta, and basically I didn't have any dogs. And one day I was just talking about I wish I had a dog. I wish I had a dog. I got Sophie on Valentine's Day 2018. That very same day I had got breast implants because I had to do a double mastectomy because I had developed breast cancer. So once I had got done with chemo and all that, I got my double mastectomy right before I ended chemotherapy. And basically what ended up happening was I went to go do my implants because I couldn't be flat chested for some reason, y'all. But I did the mastectomy and I went and got my implants on Valentine's Day 2018. Honey, Sophie came in a damn purse. You know, when you go to the boutique, you get a purse and it's in a shopping bag. Well, Sophie was inside the purse. So evidently he had done, set it up real nice for Sophie to be inside the purse while he was in the car. I'm laid out on the sofa because I'm high as hell from the anesthesia because you just did the implants today. I'm high as hell, laid back on the damn sofa, and I'm like, yeah, 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 just sit there to the side. I'm gonna look at it in a minute, cause I'm high, and he was like, no, you got to open up this gift, and then I was like, I'll get, I'm high on sleep. I'll get to it in a minute. Just let me rest. You just brought me home, and he was like, no, you gotta open up this gift. And child, that was that little six. I think she was 8 ounces. She was 8 ounces. I think she was 6 ounces, but I could not get her shots until she got up to be 9 ounces. She said I wasn't supposed to have. Yeah, I think that when you get the brother or sister to them, that make them so happy because they can have some. I can't go get a dog right now and just say, "Here, Sophie, here go your little brother." Cause Sophie, we went and picked up a dog for the guy who I gave Junior to. We went and picked up a dog from my one of my moderators, and basically, this is a puppy. The puppy was way bigger than Sophie, and Sophie wouldn't even look at that dog. Sophie wouldn't even look at that damn dog. And she's still the same, just 5 pounds. Do y'all know when I had got Sophie, I wouldn't leave Sophie. Like if I had to go, and I used to go in the office one one time per month, and on that one time per month, I had Sophie a daycare. It was this girl. She had like a daycare, and I would take Sophie to the puppy daycare. Then one time out the month. But I went into their house and seen how they live, and I was like, oh fuck no, my baby ain't coming back over here no more. And I started leaving her at home. But no ma'am, Pam. Mm-mm. Yeah, I think that it's good that you got both of them. Cause them it made me sad. Like even if I go to the grocery store and I leave Sophie at home, I got to get her something. No. What is it? We're here by ourselves. Sophie be scaring me because I live in this house. I be thinking Sophie be it's somebody in here with us. And that's the thing. That's why when they were talking about Rico, I couldn't fathom. I couldn't even. No, you know how to do it. Go and do it yourself. Go do it yourself. You know how to do it. How they were saying how Rico was doing that damn pussy. I was like, oh no. I couldn't even fathom doing something like that. But yeah, y'all. I just came to talk about me being a fucking weirdo. I have met so many people on off of YouTube. And oh, my whole point with that was that 45-minute drive. Jadon, you're in here. You can actually the metropolitan Atlanta area, you might have to go 45 minutes to get to one place. You might have to. I live closer to my moderator, and I think that it would take me 45 minutes to an hour if I drove down to see her. So we'll meet in between. We'll meet at Locust Grove at the outlet mall. Cause I love the outlet mall, y'all. I love the Coach store. I love the damn the makeup cosmetic store. And of course I got to go in Polo. You don't wanna bulldog, okay? What Jake say? Oh my God. Yes, I went to meet Joyce. I went to meet Joyce. Y'all just don't know, but when the beast when they first I've been on YouTube since for a very long time. And when they came up with the beast sector, Joyce, I think back then I used to get off work probably around 3 a.m. And it used to be so slow at work. I don't know why Delta decided we were gonna do a 24-hour shift. But I used to get off, I think, at 3 a.m. And the only person who would be live at that time would be Joyce. And I remember it used to be about five of us in there. I remember it was a girl in there, if I'm not mistaken, her name was Ashley. I rubbed that motherfucker the wrong way. One day she got up and it used to be Reed. It used to be Reed, that Ashley girl. Um, it used to be just five of us. And it's like how we got it right now, five of us. Y'all, I had cleared out my foyer, so y'all gonna hear some damn echoes. But baby, that motherfucker, I run. Ooh, I had got down, really got under her skin to the point one day she came in that chat and she went the hell off on me. And guess what I did? Forever and a day, I never had nobody block on my YouTube channel. One day I went in my YouTube studio and I was like, who the hell do I have blocked? And it was just her, just sitting on the block list. hmm Just sitting on the block list. Girl. Yeah, you been shopping for clothes. You been shopping for them damn babies. Cause they say sharp too. I ain't even gonna lie, baby. Them babies they be having their outfits on. You shop for them. Since I don't drive anymore, well, I told y'all, look, I don't care if I have to go get me a 1987 Toyota Corolla. I'm going to get me a 1987 Toyota Corolla. I had wrecked my damn Camaro. That mug, it was so ugly when I got through with that car. And I said, okay, I want to get me a I kept telling my brother I want to get me you still late, Joyce. I kept telling my brother I want to get me a Corvette. I kept saying I want a Corvette. I don't know what it is. I'm a Chevy girl. I kept saying I want to get a Corvette. 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 Now I don't give a damn what I get. Like I said, I'm gonna get me a 1987 Toyota Corolla. That and the reason why I keep saying that, y'all, outside of my I had a drop top Ford Falcon. I had got that from my granddaddy. That was the first car I had got. The second car I got, my parents got me a 1987 Toyota Corolla. And I keep saying, shit, I'm familiar with that car. I don't give a damn what I get. That car lasts me all the way up until 1994. It lasts me up to 1994. And the only reason why I didn't have that car beyond 1994 is because I let one of my cousins drive it and she wrecked it. She wrecked it. But the motor was good. Everything was good. Jadon being bad in the chat. What else Jadon talked about today? I'm trying to think. Okay, we talked about losing parents. We talked about that. And I definitely understand where you're coming from with the 20 years coming up. My mom's 20 years was 2024. So yeah, I get that part, Jada. She said I used to have a 1993 Toyota Corolla, black. No, I had an 87 gray Toyota Corolla. I told him, I said, I just want to drive. I just want to be able to do things on my own. I'm so sick and tired of asking people to take me to the store to get my damn prescription filled. It's almost like I have to actually hide things that I purchased because people be like, what you need with that? It ain't none of your damn business. If I was driving, you wouldn't even know what the fuck I was getting. That's the most aggravating part about seeing if my family can take me places. I'm so sick of that bullshit. Oh my God, you coming up on 20 years too. And when Jadon was like she can be a motivational speaker, Jadon, you would be very surprised of the ways that that would just come off on you. One day I was just called to ask if I could talk about breast cancer, and I'm like, talk about breast cancer, and they were like, yeah, you experienced it. You've experienced breast cancer before. Could you come to my event and speak about breast cancer? I went to that one event and spoke about breast cancer, and that's just how it was. Every time I turn around, I was being invited to speak about losing your parent with breast cancer and how to be a supporter of somebody with breast cancer. She said, since my back surgery, it's been tough for me to drive. Well, I ain't wanting nothing but to be able to drive. I get so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, I come and take you tomorrow. Can you wait till Friday?" I don't be want to wait for nothing. To the point that when I go get my pedicures, I take a Uber. I don't be want to wait for nothing. Girlie. And see, that's what I was telling Jadon. Well, Jadon actually said it. But when it first happens to you never know how you be at a point to where you in your heart you feel like there is no way you're gonna get beyond this point, right? You feel like you'll never be able to get beyond the point of losing your mother, losing your mom. You'll never be able to get beyond that point. And then you'll start seeing where um you never forget. Now I'm gonna make sure I let you know you never forget. You never forget all the things that your mother taught you growing up, all the things that you accomplished with your mother by your side. So, but at the time when it first happened, you don't think you'll ever be able to get beyond that point. You don't think that it's nothing that you can do to be able to live beyond that point. And then once you realize how far you've made it, then I started saying things like, if it weren't for my mom being one of my guardian angels, then I don't think I could have made it through, like, especially with the breast cancer thing. Cause I just kept saying, I don't think that my mom would allow me to go through the same thing that she did when it came to breast cancer. But you have to remember, with my mom and breast cancer, it was very not I'm not gonna say inconvenient, but she was living in Ketchikan, Alaska when she ended up being diagnosed with breast cancer. Ketchikan didn't have any oncology office. Your mom, she did. Ketchikan didn't have any oncologist offices, so she would have to take a ferry to Seattle just so she can get her see an oncologist. I think they end up leaving one of her lymph nodes, and by the time she came back to Atlanta, she had stage 4 breast cancer. And every day, you got to go to your oncologist appointment, and you have to go via ferry, and you weak and tired. Mm-mm. Nope. Yeah, man. Yep. Right on over to Seattle. She said this year was really empowering. This year was really empowering. I was 19 when she died, and this year marks the 19th year that she has been gone. It's ironic. My mom worked at UC Berkeley Cancer Research. Yep. Got to go all the way from Ketchikan to Ketchikan all the way to Seattle. Then I had to actually like beg her. I had to beg that lady to come back to Atlanta to get her treatment. But she didn't make it. So, and I believe my mom knew. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Like at that time my mom was 50. She was 50 and I was 30. Yeah. It sounds like both of you all are coming up on your 20th year. My mom was 50, I was 30. And I was so afraid to become 50. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I was so afraid that I didn't think that I would make it beyond 50. I didn't. So Tisa, did you get well, what I did was I had got a BRCA test. At the time when my mom was going through chemotherapy and things like that here in Atlanta, she also had two cousins that had breast cancer too. All of them passed away in 2004 or 2005. One of them passed away, I think, at the beginning of 2005. But the ironic thing is, those was my mother's cousins on her father's side of her family. their mother also passed away from breast cancer. So I spoke to a geneticist here who work at Emory University, and I spoke to the geneticist, and she wanted me to get a genealogy test, a BRCA gene test, and what they check is with your genes. Because my mom was still here, they could test her genes against my genes to see if I would end up maybe even having ovarian or breast cancer. Because my gene pool was so high, they end up, I had an oncologist right off the rip. So usually when you going through, you every year when after you turn 40, you have to go and get your mammograms and things like that. But the thing was, because the gene test came back that I had a possibility. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all hear me with this ground beef. But because there was a possibility that I could have breast cancer, they gave me an oncologist right off the rip. So that's what made me end up going and, doing these motivational talks with people, because I just wanted people to know that you don't have to actually necessarily wait till you become 40 to start having your mammograms if there's a higher risk of you become getting breast cancer. Girl, I felt like my damn oncologist had to take me out on dates. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause every time I turn around, I had to go to get my ultrasounds, get an MRI. Then, they got to put your breast on the little squeeze thing. Oh girl. They put your breast on the little squeezy thing and do it, get your mammogram that way. Then 2 times out the year I had to go to see her, and she would do a examination, by filling me up. And I was like, girl, if you're gonna be filling me up, you gotta take me out on a date or something. Like, I'm so sick of every time I come up in here, you filling me up and shit. You need to start taking me out for wine or something. Like, y'all know I'm a goofy bitch. But I told her, hey, girl, like, I'm so sick of you filling me up. I'm gonna tell y'all this: when I first got back the results of the BRCA gene test, I went home and threw that shit up under my bed. I threw that away. I threw it up under my bed. When my mom passed away, I started becoming more serious, and I spoke to the genealogist, and she set me up with my oncologist. She said, I'm getting ultrasounds until I turned 30. You was getting ultrasounds till you turned 30. Then started getting mammograms. Yeah. See, I was 30. So I started getting the mammograms. I would get an MRI, and I would do an ultrasound every other year, and she would do the physical examinations 2 times a year. The funny part is none of those tests ever showed that I had a tumor in my right breast. I end up being something else happened to me, and they did an MRI, and I end up having they seen the tumor. Isn't that ironic? Yep. What's this? My mom is oldest of 4 girls. Two of my mother and my grandmother all died within 5 years of each other. Yeah, so you already and see that's why you already been doing the ultrasounds and things, because the family history. You started getting tested at 26 because many of the women in my family was getting breast cancer. Okay, right. Now the ironic thing is my mom, She had breast cancer too. She beat breast cancer, but that's not where the gene came from. It came from my mom's father's side of the family. So yeah, I'm finna put my spaghetti in the oven. I already done made my salad. When I put my spaghetti in the oven, I'm gonna put my French toast in the oven. I don't know why I keep calling that stuff French toast. It is the Texas toast in the oven. Yep, put that in the oven. Mm-hmm. Y'all, Queen was like, I remember when you used to come on live, you'll have your camera on and you would be cooking and just talking. I ain't on camera today, but sometimes when you have conversations with people, they kind of bring out the creativity in you and inspire you to do things that you ain't even thought of in years. You haven't even thought of in years. So I thank Queen for that. Y'all, what that was it? No, it wasn't this Friday. Wait, you said you saw a taco spaghetti bake. I don't want that. I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been craving. I think I got a video on my channel. I had did some Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. I've been craving that. So I think I'm going to get me a sirloin and just, you know, grate it down. Well, it's frozen. I'm gonna use my grate. Oh girl, they be so good too. That mozzarella cheese. I grate my mozzarella cheese and then I have a slicer that I use. I usually slice the meat up really fine when it's frozen. She said, Lynn, I'm going to get two more Shih Tzus when oh my God. See, now you pushing it. Now you put now they ain't gonna like them other two. The only reason why I feel like my mama dogs, they tolerated the breast cancer because can y'all hear me? Yeah, I'm all right. Damn. I'm all right. I got a phone call. And then you be trying to rush people off the phone, and then they still be talking. Like, hey, I'm doing something. I am doing something. All right, y'all. I'm finna throw this in the oven. Put a little mozzarella. Okay, good. Put me, put me a little mozzarella. No, I had a cocker spaniel. My dad, we always had dogs. My mom started out with poodles, and she ended up with the Yorkies. Baby, they have them down Yorkies all that damn hell. Have you seen where they actually? I died Sophie once. I died Sophie once. Of course, she was pink. But I saw this guy on TikTok, and he did a dye on a standard poodle. And when I tell y'all he had that dog looking like Tigger, I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. Yeah, that was her dog. But that guy, I'm gonna put it on my community wall. I don't know how I could do that. But I'm gonna put this video of the guy. He had died. If I'm not mistaken, it was either a standard poodle or a Frenchie. He did one of those, and he had dyed that damn dog orange and black. And that dog looked just like Tigger. Just like Tigger. I was like, oh my God, that is too cute. He done made them look like Pokemons. Just cute. Yes, those. Those. I think it was that because their fur is kind of poodleish. The Maltese and the girl, if you ain't careful, you'll be telling your man that he got some blonde bitch in your house. Who the fuck what blonde bitch you done had up in my house, bitch? I know you done had a blonde bitch up in here. Yeah, they are. I know you done had a blonde bitch up in my house. If you ain't careful. Cause Sophie ass, she's not a shitter, but I be like, God damn, Sophie. You don't get your ass off of me. I saw this video where this person was like, those dogs are not babies. The hell you say? My babies are my babies. Even the one that my homeboy went and got from my mud, that dog she's so spoiled. I think that he spoiled his dog so much to where they be skittish. And I know he don't hit the dogs. It's just that they feel like that they can't even live without him. They be like all up under him and shit. This dog right here that he got, she be beating up his little rabbit. But I can tell you this. Most dogs do not like that. Well, I can't tell you. Most dogs love to go riding. Sophie like to ride if she can stick her head out the window. And who finna have their window down? I don't even know. I don't even know how she know about sticking your head out the window. Cause I don't roll my windows down. Yeah, I've been here for an hour and 30 minutes. The only thing that I have to do is I have to actually clean my kitchen. And it's gonna, I don't know what it is about me washing dishes, cleaning the kitchen. It's gonna be water. Y'all gonna be hearing pots and pans, all kind of shit everywhere. And I don't wanna do y'all like that. Tisa, I do thank you so much. She said I can't go to the bathroom. You can't, girl. Oh, I be like, can I get my life back? But I'm gonna tell y'all, I be wanting my life back so bad, but I just cannot simply live with. I don't think that I could live without Sophie. I can't. But I said that, and you know these dolls they'll last for 20 years. But I said that they will live. I'm not gonna say last. They can live up to 20, 15 to 20 years. So basically, me and this bitch stuck. We stuck. As long as you take care of your dogs the way that you're supposed to, you make sure that they get their shots and, keep them groomed and happy, then they will last. I said that after Sophie, it won't be another one. It won't be now, no. Nope. I ain't doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my kitchen. I'm gonna let y'all go. I forgot to put my other layer of noodles. Yeah. So it's been real. I appreciate y'all for coming in and hanging out with me. And Lynn, you ain't gonna get away with not getting a cash out for your birthday, boo. No matter what, I say my Lynn has always been good to me. So I'm going to reciprocate that. Is that the way you say that word? But I am. So boo hoo hoo. Bye. She said, I am about to take a nap. Thank you for the entertainment. How old is Sophie? Sophie is 7. So I think Sophie's 7. Sophie was born in 2017. Sophie will be 8 on 11/21. Sophie's birthday is 11/21, 2017. Sophie will be 8 this year. Yep. My baby will be 8. Y'all look, I'm not paying no attention to what I don't put my damn cheese in the freezer. I didn't want my cheese to be in the freezer. Well, Lynn, I want you to get some rest. I don't know what you're taking, but I hope it's something good to get you get you right. Get you right. I ain't never like to have no kind of flu, influenza. I ain't never I hate being sick, period. So I want you to get yourself well. Um, I'm finna go get naked in the Discord, girl. Um, yeah, y'all don't know about all this, but I'm gonna go and get naked in this Discord. I'm telling y'all, I must be a weirdo, cause I ain't never heard of none of this shit that these people been talking about. No, I ain't. Well, I don't know. I can't necessarily speak on what the hell lemon and the lemonettes and the lemonaires got going on over there. But in the AI, in that AI Discord that I'm in, and the damn planner Discord that I'm in. Um, like I said, I'll be the first to admit I have gone to sleep in one of those discords because we we'll be up and now talking, and I've been on down went to sleep on them. And see, it's not like on you can have like a moderator who can actually you can have a moderator who can actually like mute people. He being down telling their ass a lullaby. And you can have somebody who can mute people in there, but if I'm trying to wait and talk, 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna keep myself on mute and just listen in to the new projects that we might be working on. This motherfucker said that's unacceptable. You got to be there, Jadon. You got to be there. And it ain't even a be set the Discord. It's nothing like that. It's just a group of people that meet together, and we might just decide one day we're gonna have a whole conversation on new prompts and things that we could do to optimize our AI game. I don't get it. See, I think that when people don't understand y'all also tune in to be the type shit to where y'all let me drop this motherfucking link. Damn, I don't even know how to do it on this one. Jadon said, no, I'm talking about sleeping in there. Not hang up when you get sleepy. Why not hang up when you get sleepy? The same reason why when I be looking at goddamn these motherfuckers argue on YouTube and I just fall asleep. God, y'all, I believe y'all just making a big deal out of nothing. Out of things that y'all don't really understand or things that you don't participate in. I ain't saying it's a right and a wrong way. This motherfucker talking about seems logical to me. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong way to doing this. I'm not. A lot of times if I feel like I'm sleepy, I might just got down, hang that shit up and go to fucking sleep. I will admit that. But it, shit, I know how you can fall asleep too. I know how you can fall asleep. Oh shit. See? I know how you can fall asleep. It's your ass just sitting up in there and you just listening. Hell, I done got down said, okay, tonight I am not going to sleep listening to no goddamn lemon and all that motherfucking fussing and cussing. Then I might wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You have Lynn T, you have done that before too, yo. You might wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you be like, damn, it's a whole new set of bitches up here fighting. I fell asleep on that. It's easy. Y'all kill me talking about what y'all ain't gonna do. Many times I heard Jada on her morning show talking about how she was listening to this person and fell asleep. It's just a different atmosphere. That's all I'm saying. Just a different atmosphere. It ain't necessarily um she do a whole lot of judging. It's just that it's not YouTube, and that's why they don't get it. It's just a different atmosphere. I'm sure a lot of people don't damn went to bed on lemon. The only reason what made me kind of side eye that situation was the fact that Lemon said that They be going to sleep in goddamn they go to sleep in now. They go to sleep in now. Because from what I know about Lemon Channel, Lemon be live for about goddamn 89 hours. When do Lemon have time and opportunity to even go to his Discord? That's what be tripping me out. And if you're a supporter of Lemon, if Lemon live, then 9 times out of 10, you ain't just sitting over in Discord waiting on Lemon. You're not just sitting over there waiting on Lemon. Like, you over there in his live. That's why when they were like, they go to sleep, I was like, how the fuck do y'all go to sleep when Lemon be live for a majority of the goddamn the night? Like, how y'all be? Are y'all just sitting in Discord waiting on Lemon to come back? Yeah, living lives be. I could just sit there. If I decide in the morning, okay, I didn't look at none of Lemon last night. I want to see what the hell they were talking about on Lemon last night because everybody talking about Lemon live in the morning when I get up. If I go and sit and listen at Lemon live, Lemon will get me through my whole shift. I clock in at 8 o'clock, turn Lemon on. Lemon live will get me through my whole shift. Oh my God, black people will pop some goddamn firecrackers until goddamn July the 31st. How many days it is in July? We will pop some goddamn fireworks. White motherfucker will goddamn do their fireworks spectacular, maybe 4 to 6 hours on the 4th of July. I say from 4 to 7:30 when it get dark. They'll be playing with the firecrackers, the sprinklers. Are they sprinklers? What are they? They'll be playing with that shit the whole goddamn time. And then we gonna crank that shit up at 7 o'clock in the morning. We gonna get our ass up. We done went to the fireworks depot and we done paid our good goddamn money on our fucking fireworks. And we gonna goddamn have them motherfucking popping. Uh, y'all keep stopping because that's what I hear. We gonna have them motherfuckers. Yeah, we gonna start around June the 28th. No, I think around the 25th. We gonna start we gonna been on went to that down. By the time 4th of July come, we already done popped up all our 4th of July fireworks because we went to the fireworks store. And then by the time the 4th of July come, we done been back and forth to that goddamn firework depot at least 3 times. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Jay don't talk about some damn gangster who done damn fucked up his finger. Oh, she said his whole hand on fireworks. I ain't never been that interested. The whole funny thing about that, look, I supposed to be gone. Baby, I don't wash these dishes. I don't took my food out of the oven. I saw this video where this lady was talking about what's his name for extra. Mm, I go look it up. I saw this video where this girl was talking about how she got to go and get the Xanax for her dog for the 4th of July. I said I could tell Sophie is a little black girl because, baby, the only thing Sophie gonna do is cuss their ass out. What's no jumper? Oh, yeah, now, for what's no jumper, Linty? Sophie be cussing on that. Ooh, I'm thinking I be like, shut up, Sophie, stop barking. You can't beat them. You cannot beat them, Sophie. No matter how hard you try, all that goddamn barking. Sophie be cussing out the goddamn trash man, Amazon, UPS. I said, but damn, Sophie, you don't like nothing. You don't like nothing or no one. I be telling y'all a lie if I say that I cooked all this food and I'm not hungry. It's a podcast. Okay. Usually if I cook, I'm not hungry after I cook, but I'm starving. Today I ate something that I haven't ate in forever. I ate McDonald's and I had got a quarter pounder with cheese, no pickles, with a sweet tea on the side. Yep. But this spaghetti looks so good. I saw the video. Darlene was in the car with me. Oh, y'all, we had did this party bus for my cousin and my sister' birthday. I would send y'all the video, but my sister, she feels so embarrassed. So I just shared it with family. She's like, you cannot put that on social media because my job. What the fuck? She's like, because my job, you cannot put that on social media. I don't know how you do all those videos you do on social media, but you cannot put that video of me on social media. Hey, twin! Twin! Oh my God. That sounds so good. You know what, twin? He said, no, McDonald. Hey, that quarter pounder. And then it makes so bad when we was on the way. I'm like, oh, you know what I wouldn't mind having? He was like, what you wouldn't mind having? What you wouldn't mind having, Sean? I said, you know what? I wouldn't mind having I said, I don't know what the name of that sandwich is. Not the Big Mac, because y'all, I haven't had McDonald's in years. And I was like, not the Big Mac. What's the other one? Not the Big Mac. I don't want the Big Mac. What's the other one? He was like, I don't know. When we get to the one that you could just look at the thing. Honey, when we got to that window, and I seen they had some goddamn. Now listen, if y'all from my era back in the day, they used to have apple pies, and they were fried pies. Then they started coming out with these apple pies, and I was like, I don't want McDonald's no more. They done fucked up these pies. Oh my God, they done fucked up the pies. They done fucked up the pies. They said they baking the pies now. How the fuck you gonna bake a pie? I don't want that shit. I want a fried pie. But when we got to that wonder, y'all, and I seen they had a strawberry pie, I said, oh, all right, I want the quarter pounder with cheese, no pickles, and I want me a sweet tea on the side. And I want a pie. You want a pie? I want a pie. Can I get a pie? I want a pie. What the fuck you want a pie for? Hey Naomi. What the fuck you want a pie for, Naomi? What you want a pie for? Oh, girl, that sweet tea, it was still kicking today. I was like, baby, I ain't had now one of these McDonald's sweet tea. Now, that's a sweet tea. You hear me? Yeah, girl. But listen, I said, I want the strawberry one. I ain't never had the strawberry one. I want the strawberry one. He like, okay, 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 okay. I was like, do you want anything? And he was like, yeah, I just want. I said, you at the one, you are what you want. I don't care what you want. Just get me what I want. So he was like, okay. He get two double cheeseburger, fries, and a hot sea orange. Now this is me and my brother. I already know his game. I already know what the fuck he finna get. See, me when I used to go to McDonald's back in the day, I'm very adventurous. I try the McRib, the fish sandwich, the Big Mac. I ain't too big not to get no double cheeseburger, but everything gonna be with no pickles. But my brother, it's just no, every time it's the same bullshit. He finna get he gonna get the double cheeseburger, but they got a double cheeseburger meal with two double cheeseburgers in the bag. And then you get the fries and then, your drink. My whole life, my whole experience of knowing my brother, he has always gotten the hot sea orange. Always. So basically, that's what he got. And Sean, I seen that. I seen because my sister we had went. She wanted her kids wanted McDonald's the other day, and I was like, I want Chick-fil-A. So we had went to Chick-fil-A. I got my food. Now see, Chick-fil-A still have the good frozen pies. Chick-fil-A still got it. But they been kind of skimping on their nuggets. I went and got me some nuggets. Oh shit. But yeah, they pies right. They pies right. Ooh, extra pickles. Twin, what you doing? Extra pickles. Oh my God, I cannot go down there and eat around soap. I'm finna eat right here. Cause child, you can't eat. I'm finna do a mukbang. I'm about to do a mukbang. Girl. But when I tell you today was one of the best experiences of my life. But I think the reason why I feel like I don't eat fast food meals and I rather cook at home is because you can eat that food and maybe like 10 minutes. You never had. Okay, so y'all know that Atlanta is the home or the home base for a lot of places. I'm sure a lot of people can say that this is the original. And basically, a lot of our Chick-fil-A's here in the Atlanta metropolitan area may be different, especially the one by my when I used to work for Delta. That was the original Dwarf House. The original Dwarf House, when we used to get off at work, we would go and sit in. It was kind of like a diner, and you could go in and sit in and you could order a steak. hmm You could order a steak. Yep, you could order a whole steak. You can order you a whole T-bone. Girl, I don't want to go downstairs anyway, because they are popping You first had Chick-fil-A in Atlanta, and it had made me so like where was I? I think I was somewhere up north, not beyond DMV, but farther north. I think I was in North Carolina or something. And, I went to a Chick-fil-A there. Have you ever tried the new seat? Oh hell no! Usually I don't eat out. I don't eat out. I cook. I cook almost every day. Some days I might order off of DoorDash or something, but it's not. I ain't finna order that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I hear that. Oh my god, this shit is so cheesy. Damn, I forgot to put me some Caesar salad on my damn spaghetti. Yeah, I'm weird. I on my spaghetti, I gotta have some ranch dressing or some Caesar. But this shit right here is so damn cheesy. Mm-mm. Baby. Mm. Lynn. Oh my God. Lynn. Lynn, Norman. You're lying. You're lying, Norman. You're lying. Baby, that ultimate down to the Publix. Mm. Oh, I love me some. I love that too, girl. That catfish and oh, girl. Look, my aunt used to work at Red Lobster when I was a kid, so every day I used to get me some from the frog. I'm one of them people that if I eat too much of something, then I'm not gonna like that. Like, every day they used to come home from school. I tell y'all all the time when I was maybe like 4 and 5 year old, they was teenagers, and every day they used to come home, cut up potatoes, and make French fries to the point where I don't even eat French fries no more. Y'all notice that when I had talked to when I was talking about that McDonald's, I ain't have no fries nowhere on them. Mm-mm. And it come with the combo. I just gave them fries to my brother. Yeah, I ain't got nothing good Firehouse, but baby, Publix, that ultimate sub. Mm-mm-mm. 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 And I don't use lettuce. I use spinach on my sub. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it. I love that spinach. I think the reason why I like Publix is because you might can go up in the subway and they say, we got this particular kind of sauce, this particular, but Publix just they had the honey mustard, the oil and vinegar. Let me tell y'all what my sister had told me yesterday. She said I got to go home and do the girls' hair, and oh yeah, I'm finna run by Publix and get a couple of they oil and vinegar packets. And these girls, they gonna have to make them some soups at home. I was like, you rubbish as fuck. And she was like, I ain't no more rubbish than you. You go to Quick Trip and steal all they creamers. I do. I go to Quick Trip. Twin, see, twin. I guess that's how it is when you look in the mirror and you just see the other side of your reflection. Cause them girls want me out of French fries. I couldn't stand French fries. They want me out. They want me out. Hmm. You should tell them, Lynn, to take you to the dwarf house. Now, I believe COVID, it saved Waffle House. Because it gave them a reason to be able to put their goddamn window outside. Have y'all been to Waffle House and they have a window? Now, I seen so many videos on the social media where Waffle House be the wrestling match. Waffle House be the wrestling match. They used to go in Waffle House and baby, they would get into the fight with the cook. They'll come in there and fight whoever they came in there with. They will fight the waitresses. Now, even if I place an order to go to Waffle House, I have to say, hey, I'm here to pick up my order. And they got a window, and they'll open the window, and you can walk up to the window. You tell them you're here to pick up your order. Or you can walk up to the window and place your order. They'll tell you go sit in the car, and then when your order ready, you'll get a text. That used to be where we used to go after the club. Like we would all go to Waffle House after the club. And Waffle House used to be jumping, but I have never seen all that stuff I seen on social media when it comes to Waffle House. It's like them videos, baby, they used to be scrapping on Waffle House. I never seen so many fights in my life at a Waffle House till I seen them down video. And one day I had said, okay, I'm finna order me some, go at the Waffle House, pick it up. I was like, I can't go in the inside and pick my food up. She was like, cause I gotta have the apple butter. Hey Sonia, I gotta have the apple butter. Oh girl, I remember we used to have Denny's. We still got Denny's, but if I had to choose Denny's over, okay, when it comes to food like that, you have Waffle House. But okay, so I say between them, you have Waffle House and Denny's. It's gonna be Waffle House. Now, I don't even want to know where to put Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel. I think I just like it for the front end. Cause I don't went in there and bought so many little trinkets and shit that don't nobody be like. They be like, "Why the fuck do you be getting shit like that? It ain't finna do nothing but be in the way. It's not in the way. Shit. It depends. I like the front. I like the front part. I told you I like the store part. Oh yeah, I forgot about IHOP. I'm not an IHOP person. I have been to IHOP before, but it's just like one of them things where it's just too much stuff on the menu. And I just be like, they doing too much. They doing too much. Now, I think in the 90s, yeah, we did dinners a lot, but I think that it was more, um, I think it was more feasible for us to do Waffle House or IHOP because they were 24-hour establishments. They would be closer to, the clubs. Cracker Barrel food is a hit now, especially in certain states. Yeah, it depends. I like the front end, but it does depend on you. It's like a push and pull. You got to know which one to go to. Like here in Atlanta, if I say, well, meet me at Cracker Barrel, we gonna drive 45 minutes to go to that one Cracker Barrel. She said my stepdad will be mad that I said that just say no to buffet. Girl, let me tell y'all something. We used to have a place here. It was before Ryan's and damn, what the other one is? What people eat all the time? Girl, I used to love me some Shawnees. Look at my fat ass on here talking about food. Damn, what the one they go to now? Golden Corral. So we had a choice. We had Golden Corral or Ryan's. More than likely, the family alone, I'll say Golden Corral. But before that era, you would do the smorgasbord. It was called the smorgasbord. And it was like the same thing. It was like, oh yeah, Piccadilly. No, see, I'm finna give you Piccadilly. I'm finna give you Piccadilly. So you could do the smorgasbord. The smorgasbord is just like Ryan's and Waffle House. I mean, not Waffle House, Ryan and the Golden Corral. But it closed down in the early 90s. Now, Piccadilly. We still got Piccadilly now. We still got it around here. Every now and again, I get a little itch and I might go to the Piccadilly. But if I had to choose between Piccadilly and the S&S cafeteria, I go to S&S. And y'all be surprised. I have conversations with Queen V Tut, and we'll be on the phone, and she'll be like, "Girl, I just went and got me some chicken fried steak from S&S." I be like, "Damn, Queen, that sound like it finna be good." Let me see what you Shawnee's. You know what? I remember Shawnee's, but I don't remember Shawnee's. I think the last Shawnee's here was in the early 90s too. In the early 90s. So I don't even remember what Shawnee's sold. I remember my parents going to Shawnee's, but not necessarily. Now, one thing I said, if I could invest in a business, what would I do? I would love to invest in a. They're still there in Jackson. I would invest in a drive-in movie theater. People don't go to the movies anymore. Now they do have these elaborate movies, but I miss the drive-in. I do. It used to be two drive-ins. It used to be one. I don't. I know a lot of y'all may not be familiar, but one was on 29 and one was on 42. 29 is Roosevelt Highway, and that's in College Park, Georgia. And then you had the one on 42, which is Moreland Avenue. And the reason why I gave y'all the highway names is because those can go from one end of Georgia to all the way up into Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. It go from Georgia, one end of Georgia, all the way to Alabama. 42. They run. It's like they run parallel, but it's a whole bunch of other cities in between the two. So they run parallel, but like I said, it's so many other cities between the two that you wouldn't even understand how they run parallel. And like on one end, I think you'll be in Lynette, Alabama. And then on no, I'm lying like a mule. I know, okay, I'm lying. I am so much lying. I know that 29 go into Alabama, but I could take 42. I think I could take 42 all the way down to Macon. I'm gonna have to research that. Y'all know I'm a researching bitch. She said we had white. See, I never heard of that cafeteria. They had the best chicken fried steak. Yeah, I never heard of that. I know when I figured out that A1A go all the way up into Maine, that really made me look at those highways. She said yes. I like it's you. Let me tell y'all what they did to our damn drive-in movie theater. It's a damn yard. Every damn weekend they have yard sales up there. Let me tell y'all how we used to do. Some when I used to work on the ramp, I used to work on the ramp, and majority in the break rooms on the ramp, you could walk in any break room and they'll be playing spades. They'll be you. If y'all had SNS too, yeah, we SNS. The older people love SNS. Yeah, that's what they did to them. They turned them into like flea markets and swap meets. So when you okay, like when you working on the ramp, when you going inside under the concourse, once you get in there, they playing spades. Everybody in there playing spades or having a lunch. So you come up with these little groups or whatever, and then one day this guy named Travis was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play. I want to throw a spades party Friday night," and we like, "Okay, where it gonna be?" He told us where it gonna be. So everybody get together and we play spades on Friday nights. We play spades on Friday nights. Everybody get together. Travis barbecue, he'll barbecue. He get on the grill. He might put some chicken. He probably put some ribs. He probably put some of everything on there. And then, everybody bring their little drink and sides or whatever to the space party. One day Travis said, "Let's go to the movies. I'm gonna barbecue out there." Cause when he said he gonna barbecue, y'all know I'm a slow hoe. He was like, "I'm gonna barbecue." And I'm like, "Barbecue? How you gonna barbecue at the movies?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna barbecue at the movies." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "We gonna go to the drive-through on Moreland. We gonna barbecue. I'm gonna bring the grill, and we gonna barbecue out there, and we gonna play cards." And I'm like, "But what's the point of going to the movies and barbecuing at the movies? Aren't we supposed to watch the movies?" And he like, "Well, they got the double feature. We can look at the first movie and then we can barbecue during the first movie and we can just sit there and play cards and look. And like we look at TV when we be playing cards at the house, so we can do." I'm like, "Oh my God." But why we started doing that shit every weekend? We used to be at that damn drive-in movie theater, and he would bring his grill and he would set that grill up out there and barbecue. But the whole funny part about that is that that wasn't the first time that there was something that been done, because my daddy used to bring a little small grill and barbecue, and it would just they would come with their folding chairs, and we would just all be out there at the barbecue at the drive-in movie with our folding chairs, and this is in the 70s, and we'll be out there. My daddy have his little grill. They's probably sitting on the car smoking a weed, and we sitting in the little chair and we watching our little movie. Oh, those were the days. Y'all, my damn phone battery is on 1%. How long? I've been live with y'all for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I just been running my motherfucking mouth. You hear me? Hey, we started out noise is full. I came upstairs and I had started cooking and just talking shit about the weird. I realized I was a fucking weirdo because that guy who went and met with Brooke them, no matter how he tries to swing it, they feel like this man is a weirdo because he drove 45 minutes to TGI Friday to dip his motherfucking chicken wing in Malik spinach dip. Now I ain't did all that part, but I have drove to meet some of my YouTube people. And I was like, damn, am I a weirdo? I have drove. And then I'm like, I even have in my mind, I plan to go to the Northwest region of the United States to meet Lynn T. I have planned to go to Texas to see my twin. And when I go to Texas, it's a few twin. You're gonna have to pull me away, cause I have a whole lot of people who transfer from Delta to the DFW. So I would love to see them again. And then it's another content creator that I frequent on YouTube. I keep telling her I want to go to that. It's a it's like private pools. They have like saunas and things like that, but they might have like the Dead Sea pool, and they might have it's. I have to tell you about a twin, but I would love to go there. And I told her that I will meet her there. I told her if she come and pick me up at the airport, and I come and go to the pool, and I just go to my room and she could take me to net. I Uber myself to the airport. But it's like so many people in the DFW area that I want to go see. And then I know I want to go up to the northwest side of the country. And yeah, yeah. And that was the whole intention. She said that's not weird at all. We do, yeah, and see that's the thing. Like I said, I live in the metropolitan Atlanta area. I know that they consider Washington D.C. and the Baltimore area. Some people say that Baltimore is not a part of the what they call it. Damn, it was right there. Damn, damn. And the girl, it's on the girl damn name too. No, not the DFW, but I'm talking about that area. The Dallas. I mean not Dallas, but Washington DC. That area over there. DMV. Yes, so I know that a lot of people travel between the DMV to go see people. Like I said, here and Nomi said it too. I don't know why I said CD. Oh, I see DFW right there. That's why I said it. But yeah, like in Atlanta, it might I say, depending on which way you go, because y'all know we have traffic here in Atlanta. But depending on which way you go, 9 times out of 10, it may take you a good 30 minutes to get wherever you need to go. That's when you sleepy. You don't got a medication up in your ass. I'm sleepy hell too. I'm trying to figure out who the hell gonna put my ass to sleep tonight Cause I ain't going in the Discord to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking at, YouTubers. I've been looking at these videos and I've been listening to what they deem is weird. And I've been saying to myself, damn, am I a weirdo? Am I a motherfucking weirdo? Cause if I want some Papacitos, now listen, y'all, in the Atlanta metropolitan area, we got two Papados. We only got one Papacitos though. So if I want some damn Papacitos, it's gonna run me a good 45 minutes to get from Ellenwood to Windy Hill. It's gonna take me that little bit. So that's why I was like, damn, no the fuck they have. Now the part that, like I said, why you wanna meet with Malik? The man ain't even said nothing about Brooke ain't got no tea. Brooke fat and sloppy. He ain't said none of that. He ain't dogging them people out. But he kind of rubbed them the wrong way. He said he only wanted to meet with Malik. That's it. He didn't know that Brooke was coming. But the thing that kind of made me feel some kind of way was you stuck your wing in my goddamn spinach dip. You stuck your wing in my spinach dip. I heard it. I heard him over on Bear Carey. They were like, but you did this and you did that. And the only thing I heard that was goddamn that shit was fucking with me because I was like, man, how the fuck you gonna stick your motherfucking wing in somebody goddamn spinach dip? Like, you don't play around nobody food like that. Now, you want to meet Malik? Cool. You want to goddamn drive 45 minutes because you thought you were going to Timbuktu, but you wanted to drive 45 minutes to go up there to Timbuktu, but you end up at the TGI Friday. I don't know if they didn't understand Timbuktu had the best crab cakes or what, but that's what he was going. He was going up there getting a crab cake. Cause they ain't got one in the DC area. So he had to go to Baltimore. I don't know how they mixed up the two. TGI Friday, Timbuktu. I guess you said fast enough. It'll Timbuktu. Yeah, TGI Friday. Mm. That shit was driving me crazy. I was like, I told y'all this was mukbang. I was like, why they asking him that? Then one of them was like, oh, cause he was like, I drive farther than that for my job. Like 45 minutes ain't shit to me. I drive farther than that for my job. One of them was like, yeah, I could see going to get the money, going to get the money, driving that far for the money. And the whole time I was saying was, anytime I don't ever move, it had to be a good no farther than 30 minutes from my job, from my house. No farther. Y'all know I had worked for that company for years. So anytime I decided I was gonna move, it was based on whether or not I can get to the airport or the Delta offices within 30 minutes. When it comes to leisure and just having me a good time, Yeah, now that okay, so that's one too. So would y'all rather do Chili's, TGI Friday, or Applebee's? Damn, I don't love a bitch at TGI Fridays one night. That bitch got on my nerve. All they got down. Damn, I just thought about it. Brooke them left his ass in TGI Friday. They said that Brooke or Malik didn't pay for their food, but the guy was like, he told them, dinner on me, dinner on me. Yeah, I like TGI Fried on top of them, but the guy was like, dinner on me. Y'all, I got the tip, everything. But they got up and left homeboy at the table. They said that he ran behind them because they got up and left him when he went to talking stupid. One night, it's been a long time, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: I ain't spoke to this person no more since. One night, and I must admit, this was one of my closest friends. I've been knowing this girl since I was a little bitty kid. Have y'all ever been around somebody that you feel like you got to rein them in because if you continue to allow them to speak to you in a certain manner, you just gonna holler off and slap the shit out of them. Not because you feel disrespected, but yeah, you feel disrespected. But you're not gonna keep trying me, bitch. And that's what happened. Okay. I noticed that when we got in eighth grade, this person kept trying the fuck out of me. Like, the thing was, she had older sisters and brothers. I mean, some of her sisters and brothers, they probably was like 30 years older than her. They were older than her. Majority of their kids was our age too. So she had nieces and nephews that was, yes, some fajitas. She had nieces and nephews that was our age too. I think she's a year older than me. I think she's a year older than me. But anyway, that's beside the point. One night we decided that we was gonna go to Atlantic Station, and then after that we was gonna drop off her niece. Her niece is a real good content creator too. She do like beauty influencer things. Okay, so anyway, we all go to Atlantic Station, do some Christmas shopping, and then her niece stayed off of Camp Creek. So we were like, we're gonna go to the TGI Fridays off of Camp Creek. Now, I don't know if y'all know me, but I mean y'all kind of have an idea or clue who I am. But I don't finna say back then, but the Camaro did have 215s in the back. The Camaro had 215s in it too. We was in I think I had like a Grand Prix or something. It was that year before model Grand Prix. I think I just had some 12s in that. So I'm listening to all my favorite music. Me and the niece, we having us a good time. We throwing our bags in the trunk. We shopping. We having us a good time. But the whole time, I'm looking out my, peripheral, And I see this bitch just frowned up, right? Just frowned up. I'm like, damn, Bill, what the fuck wrong with you? Why the hell you over there looking like you just mad about some shit? And she like, I wish you'd turn on that motherfucking music. And I'm like, what? That made me put on the song with the most bass. That made me put on the song with the most bass. When we got the TGI Friday, this motherfucker is too mad. I'm talking about she mad, to the point where she called me a bitch. She called me a bitch. She called me a low class bitch. And I was like, bitch, low class. You mad cause we didn't go to Walmart. Cause so you know, I was real petty back then. I think no, my mom hadn't died yet. So I was real spoiled and petty. So then I was a real bitch. I'm for real, I was a bitch. But you ain't finna call me one. You ain't finna call me no bitch, bitch. So she called me a bitch. And I was like, oh, you can find you a way. I said, since you don't want to hear my music, then you can find you a way back to Rex. You can find your way back to Rex. It don't matter. You can just find you another ride back to Rex. So we in now. We don't order our food. We don't order our couple of drinks. And I get my ticket and I'm like, you riding with me? I'm talking to the niece. I'm like, you riding with me or you gonna wait on the ride with your auntie? She was like, I'm finna go back. You gonna drop me off at the house? It's up the street. I was like, okay, well come on, baby. Why we left her ass sitting there? I left her ass sitting there. I sure did. I sure did. And if I ain't mistaken, I think that was the last time I actually went to a TGI Fridays. And if I'm not mistaken, that's when Magic Johnson brought TGI Fridays to Atlanta. It was the Magic Johnson's TGI Fridays. It was. Don't play with me. Girl, you don't pull it off on the bed. Find your way home, bitch. She said I had woofer and sword woof. Then look. The other day my brother was in the garage and he was like, cause when I had wrecked the car, the insurance adjuster came out and he was like, okay, they totaled out your car. So would you like for us to pick the car up? I was like, yeah, y'all could just come pick the car up. I can't drive it. Y'all already done totaled it out. So come pick the motherfucker up. So when the man came, he was like, do you have anything that you want to get out your car? I was like, yeah, my damn box back there. And he was like, what box? And I said, the box in the trunk. Now y'all don't know, but the Camaro is very compact. And basically I had to get the box built so that I could put that box in the back of my trunk. And I was like, yeah, shit, give me my shit out the trunk. I want my box out the trunk. If you don't know anything about Atlanta, we have an interstate, and it's called 285. It actually goes around the whole perimeter of the city. So basically, if I used to get mad with somebody or I just needed a moment to think, I'll put on some Al Green. I'm put on all the 70s R&B, and I'm gonna ride. How many miles is it? I don't forget. I think I don't forget how many miles is it, but I know it takes about. uh an hour and 45 minutes to go around the whole perimeter if you drive. So at night, shut your mouth. What is wrong with you? Why? So at night I would do that. She said I bought my box from Best Buy and had my brother hook it up for me. No, one of my little cousins, he actually built them. He built them. He built them. So I had got him to build the box for me. Y'all look, I've been on, look, I keep saying bye, but I've been on here for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Uh, and I think the reason why I stayed a little bit longer is because some of you all had just came in. I miss my sounds. I need a new box. And a lot of people be like, "Oh Lord, here she come, here she come, baby." Because I am one of them motherfuckers who finna play that. I have a real thing for music. I do. I have a real thing for music, and basically, I just love my fucking music. And I'm one of those people. Like right now, if you ask me about the music that they listen to today, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about what they listen to today. I am one of those people who understand, or, over the years, when your parents listen to music, when you're a child, that's just be your era. That's what you actually stick to because I guess the memories of listening to that music actually sticks with you. Then you have another era in life. You have an era in life where you are creating your own memories, and you might be doing the things that your parents was doing when they was introducing you to Al Green and the Isley Brothers and Shaka Khan and goddamn all of them. So you done created your own thing. And basically you finna play Two Live Crew, Juvenile, you finna play all that shit. You finna play some goddamn you finna play some what is his name? The other day I had to play it because I was like, baby, where is he at? Monica Children Daddy. I woke up feeling like money. I said that all backwards. Am I yeah, him. Damn, what Rocco. Rocco the Dunn. You build your own memories and you start listening to shit like that. So then when you get to the point where I am today, I heard a Glorilla, and then I done twerked off of, get it bro, get it girl, get it. I done twerked off of that. I told y'all we was on the party bus the other night, but yeah. On that note, y'all, I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all coming in and stopping by and saying hello. It was a whole lot of topics that I wanted to talk about, but I decided against it because I think I'm too classy to come on here and cuss bitches out because the way that they think, or I don't know what it's about. I really don't. So I'm just gonna leave that up to the other YouTubers. Y'all have a good night. Bye.